Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Welcome. Welcome to CHINWAG number 66.
Yes.
Yeah, you couldn't tell that we've done 65 of these weekly
We
chats.
are so sorry about the sound in the other stream.
It was horrible.
It was really horrible.
I heard it and it was really bad, so
yeah.
apologies for
We're
it.
hoping it's okay now. If you could let us know in the chat if it's okay,
Yes.
that would be great.
Yes, it should be good.
We don't want to continue if we're going to have this awful sound, like crackling sound.
No, I think it's fine now because
think we fixed it.
It looked weird, didn't it, that light was always on? There was a green light here.
It's not going off.
Yeah, crackle free. Yeah, now it's fine. See?
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's flashing now.
It's flashing. Everyone says yay. Yeah, Ray says yay, crackle free.
Whew.
Okay, well, guys, good evening. Welcome to the weekly chat. Let's say a few highs.
Yes.
Stephen Bennett, Chelsea, Andy Robinson, Richard Hale, Ray Cunningham, Ali has joined us as well. Bumcrack Picker, Indie Chick, Bergoski, Karen, Hitman UK, Fabian, Sib K. Will you take less? Nick has joined us as well. Well, that was a crazy ass noise before. Definitely, Nick.
It wasn't because we just heard it on the playback on the phone, so that was awful.
It was really terrible. It was. I don't know what it was. It sounded like maybe.
No, I like Treasure Pirates.
What's Treasure Pirates say? Hello, you made it. Sounds horrible. Like 1,000 wasps. Yeah, it's true.
No, having a farting match.
Yes.
Come on.
It was 1,000 wasps. Yeah.
That's a good way to describe it.
I've never heard a wasp fart.
No.
I mean, I don't know. Like, how would it sound like?
It could have sounded just like that.
I've heard a lot of farts in my time, but a wasp.
Are we going to start with this then?
I don't know. Well, I mean, it's not me. It's Heather that took it there. Nick says sound and visuals are perfect now. Everyone's saying
great.
Sounds good.
Great.
Please. Yeah, the reason why we're asking about the quality of the stream is because for some reason YouTube is telling us that the stream is bad. The stream status is bad.
It keeps doing this. I mean, hopefully it will be okay. Because it was like this last week. It said it was okay, and that stream went fine.
I don't know whether it is. Yeah, I mean, like we said, but you probably didn't hear us. We said maybe it's just YouTube telling us that the stream is really bad and that it's not the quality.
We're just bad.
It might just be. Yeah, it's just bad stream, guys. It's just a bad stream.
It's just telling everyone before.
Yeah.
And it's telling us.
It's telling us. I think YouTube is saying, look, it's gone on long enough now. They have. They're like,
made
we
66 of these.
We thought they'd have stopped by now, but they keep coming back every Friday, and someone has to let them know. Because it's saying stream status bad.
So YouTube taking it upon themselves to let us know now.
Yeah, we just have a bad stream. So yeah, I mean, I think it should be coming across fine from what I can read in the chat. Niall says sound is good. Z looks a bit weird, but that's normal.
Yeah.
I think, do you know what it is? Yeah, I don't like brushing or doing anything with my hair. So it's that's the way it is. Oh gosh, she's back.
You're gonna sit down.
There was a comment from Southwest Sellers about bloody Alfie snoring.
Yeah, we're gonna try and keep him away.
Yeah, he does snore.
Because he does snore and it gets into the mic because he's normally sitting on his lap. So
Corin asks, how many Santa's train sets did you sell? Or I don't get that.
No.
I don't get it. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Karen says stream is okay. YouTuber being numpties. Z, what a good hoodie there, says Peter. It's probably my own. I think one of the things that's really off-putting for me about making videos is that I tend to wear the same few clothes a lot. And
you get shown up for it as well.
Yeah, and I think
when you're making a video, you sit there and go, I wore that the other day.
I've got a really small rotation. Oh, the small box behind. Santa's Express. Do you know what? That's empty. There's no train sets. Yeah.
But it did have
No, it didn't have train sets in it.
Did it have models in it?
I think it had something else. Yeah. Like model kits or something.
It was models. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Exactly. So it's So yeah, I mean, it's just I have a very limited rotation in my wardrobe. And Peter says more grazy just for men. No, it's distinguished, right? I mean, it shows up in the stubble as well. Not
particularly this little patch here.
Yeah, I've got. Indie Chick says nothing wrong with the capsule wardrobes here. Thank you, Indie Chick. Appreciate the support. Yes. Nick says we have issues. Filled the car again today with RA. that's not even news in a way, is it? The Hillses go out and fill their car. Like, I think it would be worried if you didn't do it. Nick actually shared a photo of his
summer last year, though. To be fair,
they've been trying to fool everyone.
I
think they've been trying to fool everyone into thinking.
They're going out and spending now. That's it.
I think like someone goes off the rails. Like they've been really good. Like when I've been really good with not eating, and then I go and eat like a whole family bucket of KFC or something. I go, screw it. I think they've gone like, oh, we've been good, and then they're like, and then they've just gone and bought everything.
Possibly.
So it's brilliant to see that. It's brilliant.
Oh, Karen's got a question.
Right.
How did your stock go at the auction?
Oh, yes.
That's pretty on topic, actually.
It is,
so
yeah.
That's good.
We have actually now been taking stock. Is this the third lot or second lot we've taken in? It's the third lot we've taken.
This is the third lot.
Yeah, we've taken three lots of stuff into auction.
Yeah.
And we did okay.
Yeah.
The first time
week it was getting rid of stuff that we just really had no...
I would go further than that.
We just didn't even want to deal with it.
Yeah.
We weren't going to deal with it. We stuck it in the shed.
It's kind of funny because Nick's been talking about buying this week, and we've, like I said, this is the third week now that we've gone to a local auction house and we've dropped stock off. And to be honest with you, it's just been stock that we personally don't want to deal with. That's not to say that there probably wasn't.
In it for someone.
Well, yeah, because
we just did not want to deal with
the volume. It wasn't worth it for us. We've got
some of it was like. I don't know, really big stuff that we've just like that is
huge stuff. Like we had. Stuff. Yeah, we had like wings for planes, like we did RC planes, and these wings
and they were really big,
were like
they were
that
massive,
big, and they're like,
and there was just no way.
There's no way I could be bothered to ship them because the money wasn't quite there. You're looking at maybe £20-30 for a wing, which is fine, but the bulk and the storage, blah blah, I just didn't want to. Z, did you get more than 50 quid? We got about 50 quid actually.
Yeah, we did.
But that's only for the first lot.
That was the first lot.
We only handed in a little bit. We're expecting.
They pay you in arrears, so this was the week. This was money for the
I think we in total because we were quite hesitant the first time because it was the first time we've ever get him down. Alf.
No.
Yeah.
Stay down. Stay down.
Yeah.
Boy.
We like at the first time it's the first time we've actually taken stock to an auction.
Yeah.
So
it is actually.
Yeah, we've been to loads of auctions, but it's the first.
Been to them, but we've never been. We've never kind of put anything through.
Yeah.
Really.
So this was the first time we've done it, and now we've done it 3 weeks in a row, and progressively we've started to put like more and more in. It's all stuff that we don't want to deal with, so we're really not invested in it. I would be very careful about putting stuff in at auction if you're hoping, like, if you've got a lot of money in it. Everything we've put into the auction owes us nothing now because it's been part of a job lot where we've made plenty of profit, and now that stuff is just pure extra, and it wasn't and it wasn't ever going to get listed anytime soon. Like we listed stuff that we bought up with us to the north. We've taken stuff down there like that. We've taken all kinds of stuff. But it worked out that I think it was like out of like nearly 80 quid, it was about 50 quid odd we got in our hands today because
apparently the rate gets better than the hire itself.
So in a way they do. They charge you less commission the more expensive your lot sells for, the better money your lot sells for. But I would say it's a great way of cashing out basically, and you just want your space back. You don't want to you don't want to, you can't realistically you can't realistically see yourself listing it.
And that's pretty much what we've been doing, isn't it, this week? Mainly concentrating on doing a lot of,
it's like a spring clean for inventory.
I mean, we're not going to say it's the last lot that we drop off because we've still got a lot of things to go through. But definitely we've enjoyed doing it, put it that way.
Exactly. Right. when Anne says when you work from home, there's very little incentive to have a big wardrobe. It's true, but it can make you feel good.
I wear the same pair of, like, I've got 2 pairs of jeans that I kind of
you nearly dropped yourself in there.
I did. Yeah. Well, you know, the same 2 pairs of jeans that I wear, like, I rotate. Yeah. And my chair's, like, really squeaky. It's not me, honestly.
It's because you're moving. Why do you have to move so much? You're such a fidget. Okay.
No, it's just going to annoy me. Anyway, but my wardrobe revolves around jeans and jumpers at the minute.
Yeah.
That's it.
And Peter says, so do I, to be honest, but I ain't fussed as I usually wear roughly the same stuff quite a bit. Yeah, definitely. I find it, but you know what, it's cool to get dressed as well. I think you can easily be, you can easily be like, you can get down.
I don't know.
You've got to be careful with that.
I do make an effort every so often.
Can I just drop this in there? When I was a bit younger, right, I used to be like really like smartly dressed. What? I wasn't I?
You were really
I was like sharp, right? I was like sharp, okay?
It was like a young Al Pacino. Like, you had like the leather jacket and everything. Did.
Well, I mean, someone did stop. My claim, when people hold on to a really pathetic little thing, right? This is what I do. I'm not ashamed to admit.
No, because
you hold on to like a really pathetic.
When we worked at Dixon's, we had to wear black trousers, white shirt.
Yeah.
And
I used to wear a leather jacket. So I was walking down, Croydon, my garms, right?
And you had quite long.
I had really like long, like awesome hair. Like you can imagine. And I was obviously imagine me like about. I don't know, like, how many stone would you say? About, like, 7 stone?
Well, you were...
Yeah, I was probably about 12 stone, wasn't I?
When I first met you, you were about 30 inch waist,
30 inch Meg, that would have been like 11 and a half, 12 stone.
Yeah.
And now I'm like 18, so about 6 stone lighter, guys. And, someone said, you look like that. But it makes you feel good. And I think sometimes I do want to get back to kind of just dressing up now and then,
I do occasionally.
I envy ads, coming on in all his glory. I'm keen to try that, a bit like Steve Jobs says, Sib K, where your limit is to 5 to 7 pairs of clothes. So much easier to live with, definitely. Z, did you get more than 50? I did answer that.
Yeah, we answered that.
How much commission did they take? I think, like I said, it was about 80 quid in sales. We got about 50.
Yeah.
Right. Wow, it looks like Sib K has given us a £10 super chat. This was supposed to be given at the start of the year. Happy New Year, and a huge thank you for sacrificing your time to entertain me. Oh, Sib, that is so kind of you. Appreciate it. It's never necessary, guys. Can I always say it? It's never necessary. But you guys are like, that's so nice really of you, Sib. Really is. It's just brilliant. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yes, Falling on Roof says, you're back then. You told Bex to get Alfie down last week, Z. We'll see how long that lasts, because next time I looked up from the keyboard, Alfie was on your lap, says Anne.
The thing is, that's what he does. Like, he'll try to get up on my lap, and then I say no, and then he goes to your lap, and then you let him lay on you.
Yeah, I'm a bit like that, aren't I? I'm a bit of a two-face.
You're a bit softer.
Yeah, I tell others to not do that, and then
and
then I do it myself.
You do.
Yeah, so be careful.
Anyway, so we haven't really spoken about sales.
We will do. We're just catching up with the chat. There's a lot of chat going on.
I know, but I'm.
Oh, Kirsten says she has to go now. Okay, have to do some listing. I said day off. I packed orders, signed up for a space in a new antique centre, and did an auction viewing. Oh, okay, superb. Comments. A question. Did you see my comments about lighting? Asked Karin, I think it was in the other chat where the sound was best up. But yes, thank you, Karin. I'm glad that you have ordered some lights. I hope they are epic. That's what we use for our YouTube. We use these lights for our YouTube and our photos and everything. They're really good. Why are the girls having squeaky chairs? Yeah, it is like that. Oh, there it goes again. There it goes again.
I shouldn't have chosen this chair.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, thanks for the recommendation. Got a softbox the other day. Can't wait to use it. Softbox lights, I love them. I think they're fantastic.
Yeah.
Just
they're
soft
really,
light
really
where you
great.
need them. Yeah.
They are really great.
Out of all the different types of lighting styles, because I've tried like the umbrellas, I've tried like just the plain cube things which pop up. Okay, sales. What are they? Says Karen. Yeah, we're gonna talk about sales. There's been a little bit of a slump in sales.
We've had a slump this week.
Let's put it into context. We have had a really good, like, I think from Boxing Day, we've been motoring along, haven't we?
We have. I can't say we've always been listing every single day, but we've 100% been working every day, whether that's sorting out stock to drop off down at the auction. We've both been playing around with merch as well, haven't we?
Yes.
And loving merch.
It's so much fun. I've been designing stuff on Inkscape. I'm a designer now, guys.
And you've even been teaching me bits and pieces as well, because Inkscape is very new program for me to use anyway. I was used to using Photoshop before, like years and years ago. Yeah. But obviously everyone knows software changes and things like that. So,
We're designing some shirts with our vector graphics.
We are.
No sales yet.
Not
we've
yet.
only got 2 shirts active right now.
Is
on Amazon.
One of them still being approved?
One of them's
Yes, one of them's still waiting to be approved. Yeah. Because we can only do one a day. Is that right?
Yeah, we can only do one a day. We've got a max of 10. Andrea says, "Good to know. I'm not the only one with a squeaky chair back." Yeah.
It's really bad. I picked the wrong chair out of the.
It's not the chair.
It's because there's. The chair that I normally use is at the end of the dining table, and it had a jumper on it, and I just thought, I can't bother to move the jumper. I just grab another chair, and I just, wrongly chose this.
Nick says, "Guys, we hit 5 merch sales."
Wow.
What? That's amazing. That is amazing.
That is.
We need to talk later then, Nick.
Soon.
Yeah.
But,
We need to talk later to see what he's doing. But yeah, I'm sure we'll get some sales. We've got some cool designs. I'm pretty certain eventually. And like, I'm not like.
We're gonna rotate them as well, though, aren't we?
Oh, so happy! All thanks to some special American friends. All will be revealed.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I remember him saying actually. Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Yeah. Not taking anything away from the sale. A sale's a sale. But right, sales, like they were good, and then they've had a big dip.
They have.
We've been good since Boxing Day all the way through until like the 14th. All right, let me just
we'll try and screen share, because we always share our screen
we
anyway,
like we like to screen share the good and the bad, and so here is a bad.
This is what we've done this week.
So for the past 7 days our sales have dropped to £676.
I think last week we were hovering around the 900 mark, weren't we?
I don't know, I think so. And then before that it was over.
So we had already taken a bit of a dip from previous weeks anyway. This is another dip.
And we're even down to from last year, which is annoying.
It is.
Our number of transactions has gone up, and our average selling price has shot down. That's not so bad, because I know what I was doing last year. We were doing a lot more high ticket items.
Yes.
But the thing is, okay, so our average sale price has gone down because we're not doing the fewer but higher ticket items. But profitability wise, the stuff we're selling now is just like crazy. So
there's a lot of profit in it.
I mean, interestingly though, the drop in sales has also coincided with a drop in my shipping abroad, because you can see now for the past 7 days domestic shipping is well in front. It's 60-40 at the moment, so which is still higher than a lot of people's average, and a lot of people tend to be around like the 20-odd%, 30-odd percent. So to still be at 60-40 is
I think last
still
week it was
quite
international was hitting like 50%.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
Just under 50 maybe.
I think it was over 50,
Oh, was
and
it?
yeah, we were more international than domestic.
Oh, okay.
So it kind of, I don't know whether it's got anything like with that. Maybe the international buying has slowed down a bit, and so
Yeah.
that's affected our sales a little bit.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, it's
We're
the
not-
January slump.
We're not
It's
too worried about it, are we?
No,
We're just gonna
no.
keep doing what we're doing.
yeah,
Keep listing, keep working away.
yeah. And
Yeah.
well, I mean, it's one of those situations where it is the January. Some people have spent a lot of money over Christmas and Q4. They've gone back to work. We're also like at that situation where I think a lot of people, they don't get what's it called? They don't get paid. That's it. What's it called? They don't get paid for, it's a longer period of time, right? So
Yeah.
it's possible that can have an impact. I don't want to get too into it because I think it is what it is. One thing we're really telling ourselves though, and if you're having slower sales than before, what I would suggest is keep things in perspective.
Yeah.
You haven't suddenly become terrible or worse. Like, you can't just say like, it's suddenly like a bad situation.
Yeah,
Or
I mean, because your immediate reaction, well, for me anyway, especially when I was working massively on the second store, was whenever sales seemed slow for me, I always used to question my stock.
Yeah,
and then,
immediately.
And
That's
then
the
you
first
used
thing
to say
you do.
to me, you were selling the same sort of stock last month.
But
so what's the difference?
Well, I mean, that's the thing. Well, that's it, exactly. I mean, we were selling the same items like more successfully over the past couple of weeks, and I don't know if I've mentioned this. Prof Sales again, but Prof Sales and his wife did a video where they talked about this, and it's like, it's not always about just what else can you do. It's not just about just for example, if sales go down, it doesn't necessarily mean you've got to go on a mad listing binge, because we hear so often list, then you'll get sales, right?
Yeah.
But if you just list, regardless of anything, you're either going to run out of money to buy stuff to list, or you're going to run out of space to store stuff that you've listed. And that doesn't necessarily equate to getting more sales. The stuff is sometimes, the stuff has to be in demand. It's got to be, people have got to want it. Maybe people didn't want as many, like RC parts this week for whatever reason,
Maybe.
So it is what it is. So I'm not going to get into that. A few comments coming in about the sales, that they'd be happy with those sales a week. Yeah, it's not bad.
We're still happy.
But bear in mind, guys, that's turnover. I just want to point that out.
That is turnover.
Don't think it's not 2,800 a month. You should be. We always like to work on like a 50% basis. So if we've made, it's like £700 of sales, we're in our heads thinking, just for our, obviously we work out the taxes, and Dave's put, it's time to pay the tax bill. Yes. It is. And like, we just work on the basis of just on your day-to-day basis, just call it 50%. Because it tends to be, for us, that's for us, based on looking at our figures month on month over the time, that more than covers us. We're often much better profitability, because we obviously
I have to say 50% was probably more last year.
Yeah, it's going to be higher this year
than it is this year. So really, we should really get into a different mindset with that. But
we should, but it keeps you safe, doesn't it?
Last year was
because
definitely more of a 50%,
at the very worst,
particularly early on. In the year.
At the very worst, it's going to be like that. People are saying the volume. Okay, I'll turn the volume up a bit now that it's working.
Okay,
there we go.
Because we did turn it down a bit,
and we're sat back. Okay,
a bit.
We've turned the gain up now, so it should be okay.
Hopefully
Should sound better now. Hopefully, guys.
Turn it up to 11.
No, we're not going to turn it to 11. Yeah.
I think that was responding to bum crack picker.
Yeah. Right. Oh gosh, that's Alf having a little shake thing there.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Darren,
right, Darren joined us.
Popped into the chat.
Hi Darren,
Hi,
thanks
Darren.
for popping in. Appreciate it.
And I don't know if we said Steve and Steph.
Steve and Steph have come in as well.
The chat as well.
Are they?
Yeah.
Where have they come in?
Just missed them.
Oh damn it! I always miss them. Where
There
are
you
they?
go.
Oh, they are. Okay. We had to reapply too. So annoying. We've been waiting on the waiting list for months.
Oh,
Is that about the Amazon thing? Yeah, the merch thing.
Reapplying. A few people have said that they've had to reapply. I haven't even signed up. I keep saying I'm going to sign. I'm just using your account at the moment, so.
You're keeping lean back in this way.
It's because he's like sitting right there. No, because then he won't jump.
Okay.
He stays there.
It's
he won't
fine.
Jump.
He won't jump anyway.
He
won't jump. He won't jump. He
will jump.
Nick says, "Wow, our tax bill sucked. That stung like you know what." And he resale flips and t-shirts has pulled him up on the language.
Yeah. Ours was not like a shocker, but we were like, okay, that was expected.
Exactly. Stephen Steph said, "Hi guys, we're still here." Think look monthly at sales as long as you can squirrel money when you can.
Absolutely.
That's the key, guys. We like to show you our 7 days because it's just 7 days. It's like a snapshot, isn't it? But you'll get a better picture when you do like overall. But in the meantime, there's so many things you can do. I mean, don't necessarily just think it's about going out and smashing out more listings and buying more, because there could be other things at play. Like, make sure that your listings are optimized for mobile. So if you guys haven't seen, I did put a video out on the channel where I show how you can bulk edit all your listings so that your listings are optimized and are mobile friendly. Because if they're not mobile friendly, you won't appear as high on search on mobile, and guess where most people are shopping? It's on mobile, right? So things like that, bear in mind. You can always go back and tweak things. It's a great time when sales are slow or things aren't like amazing. Then what you can do is you can go and use that time, can't you, to go back and look at stuff. We've got how many people in the chat can tell me that they have got the leanest, best inventory that hasn't got like dead wood on there? I mean, I know I looked at my store before coming on. We've talked about it.
I've been talking to you a lot about this actually, because although Zahir's been going through a lot of the stock for the main store, the second store is still active. And really, that was just gonna. That was just going to happen.
Come on now.
As soon as I'm talking, that's it.
Go on.
I'm distracted, so he's like, "Oh, it's all right. I can jump up now." So with the second store, I really, really need to get some time to go through a lot of my listings on there, decide if I want to take anything down, just to really freshen it up, really concentrate on kind of, I suppose, making it a little bit more compact, because the second store, I'm not looking to grow any further. I don't mind keeping it where it is and keeping it running on the side, but that's about where we are with the second store now, isn't it? So I need to go through just my stock and just have a look and see whether there's anything that I can do to kind of get stuff moving.
I mean, I've got stuff listed that you can tell from the photos. I've actually got an item listed, right, guys, that I took photos of this like 3 years ago, and I've just never gotten round to changing it.
Because I've got is it some golf shirts?
Yeah, there's a golf shirts I bought at auction.
Against the blinds or
blinds, something. Like 3 years of something ago. And once your inventory starts to grow, it's so easy to just neglect those things. And rather than just being like, just go out and just buy more and list more, because you can get yourself in a spot if you do that. If you're not selling a lot, and then you are going out and just thinking, okay, I'm not selling a lot, I know what I need to do. I need to go out and list more. How are you gonna list more if you haven't got the stuff already? Unless you're lucky and you've got stacks of inventory. But how are you gonna list more? You're gonna have to buy more. So you're not selling as much. You're buying more. You're listing it. You're getting stressed because you're not selling. Space is getting filled up in your house, and before you know it, you can find yourself in a bit of a pickle. So make sure that you look at these things like. Like making sure your listings are mobile friendly. Make sure your photos and your descriptions are good. Make sure your prices are still relevant. These are all things I'm saying because I want to do them, so I'm saying them. And
Yeah.
and Steve and Steph have said also, don't forget to experiment with local sales. And Steve and Steph are right. I know
Yeah.
those guys. Those guys are mad for the local game. That's what that you can tell. They have so much passion for it,
Yeah.
and it works like a charm for them. It really does. And yes, they're right. Look for different ways of selling the stuff. I mean, we're not at the stage where we're necessarily doing that just yet, but I mean, I don't really like Facebook Marketplace around here. It's not quite the same as the US at the moment, put it that way. But we have now taken this quiet period. It prompted us to start taking stuff that we weren't going to list and sell it at auction. So we've got a bit of cash flow. So we've now got 2 weeks of income coming in.
Yeah.
Next week we're going to go there and we're going to collect a decent amount of money, and the week after we'll collect a decent amount of money. It's not masses. I mean, like today, was the first lot we collected. We only got like 50 quid, but we only gave a tiny amount. But then the week coming and the week after, we put in a lot more stuff, and we're going to get a lot more money for it. So it's definitely worth doing. And another thing, guys, whilst I was like having a look at things like optimization and stuff, I came across videos that I had seen ages ago from Hubcap Joe, crazy NYC taxi driver. I know Nicole States made a video about this. I know Rockstar Flippers made a video about this. I know there's been quite a few people that have made videos about this, and some of you guys might not even know this, but we checked ours out on the main store, and if you go to your manage your shop, there's a thing called there's a thing which helps you actually optimize your your shop. So this only applies to people that have got shops. So if you've got an eBay shop, what you can actually do is you can go to like your manage your shop, and
He clearly wasn't.
he's there. Let me just show you guys actually. So this is our manage your shop thing. Oh, bloody hell, Alf! Come on, Alf, what are you doing? All right, let me just move us out of the way so we can. No, wrong thing.
Wrong screen.
There we go.
There we go.
That here.
Let's move us.
Okay, let's move up to the corner there. All right. So if you go now, this is interesting, guys, because you can see this is your manage your shop. Now, I'd forgotten to do this, and every now and then you should check up on this. If you've got an eBay shop and you've got categories in your shop, so for example, you've got a lot of listings and you've got shoes, boots,
and these
blah blah blah.
These are categories that you would have set up.
Yeah, yourself.
They're not the ones that eBay have kind of put there. So they're the ones that are.
These are
you create yourself.
Now, on the left hand side, you can see that it says search engine keywords, right? So these are keywords that you put in on the back end of your eBay store, which are then meant to be visible to people looking for the kind of stuff that you sell on Google. So I'm no SEO expert or anything, right? But the idea is, say we sell, for example, we've got these are the categories. We've got action figures, board games and puzzles. Don't even have any of those listed,
No,
as
we
far as I
don't.
know. Games, consoles, I know I've got none of those listed. Clothes, we still do. Shoes, we do. Baseball caps, we still do. Ordnance maps, that's just out of date. We don't even have any listed. But the point is, we've got all these shop categories, and we at some point have sold these items.
Yeah.
Now, one of the benefits of having a shop with categories like this is if someone's looking for any of these items, they might Google search them, and they will come across keywords. Now, shops that have got the right keywords in this search engine keywords section, their shop category page could pop up on search on Google. Now, if you look at ours, you will see that every single category has got the same exact keywords. So they're completely messed up. And these are like for a digital compact cassette and an 8 meg PS2 controller.
And
some weird random things.
These are all stuff that we have sold at some point.
But they're not relevant.
It's not necessarily relevant to what we're doing now.
The majority of our stock now is RC model parts, right? So if you look here, there's CarZone RC parts, BSD RC parts. parts, Tamiya RC parts, and then up here we've got Thunder Tiger RC parts. That's the majority of our eBay business right now, guys. Now, how is anyone going to find those shop categories? Say if they're searching for a rare Thunder Tiger RC part on Google, and they're never going to come across my shop category because my keywords are Bruckner Symphony number 8 in C minor, right? Now, why someone would type in Bruckner Symphony number 8 in C minor to look for a Thunder Tiger RC part is beyond me. It's not likely to happen.
So that is obviously something that we need to work on.
We need to go through all of these and change them. And if you haven't, you should. Apparently, it makes a difference. I can't say for certain because, you know, like
and
I
is
said,
this only for
stores?
For stores,
yeah,
isn't it?
for stores, yeah. So I don't know how that's gonna be like, you know, going for you guys. I don't know if you guys have got messed with that, but you know, it's worth checking out. I mean, what's your guys' opinions? Have you seen those? It needs to be done. I mean, I don't know if you guys have messed with that stuff with the what is it called, SEO keywords, search engine optimization keywords. I don't know if you guys have messed with that stuff, but like it's there for a reason, and why would you not use it? You know,
I know, right?
Right, like I don't understand why you wouldn't use it. Why would why would eBay offer that? Adam says 800 of those listings done by Bex. Hey, come on. We've worked out a really good system. We've worked out a really good system.
And we both feel like we're cheating as well doing it.
Yeah, because we're really enjoying how we're doing it. It's working really well. The system is working really well.
Yeah.
And that takes me on to another thing. So if eBay have got that search engine optimization thing there, use it. Make sure that each of your shop categories has got relevant keywords so that people can find your shop categories by searching. Resale flips and t-shirts says, I never looked at it. I need to. A lot of people may see, but I doubt it. What? Peter Ray says what? I don't know. Okay, never seen that, but we'll look now. Says Peter Cummins. This is news to me, Z. We'll have to revisit this chat again and try to find out what's going on in my shop. I will make a video about this.
Yeah, we will do.
Yeah, I'll make a video.
You'll do it.
Yeah, I'll make a quick video about it this evening, and I'll upload it.
And we'll try and put it up.
You know, it's gosh. Come on. What are you doing? Huh? Come on. Okay. Yeah. So that for me is quite a. I felt as a seller, I felt bad that I didn't know about it, or that I mean,
it's something
I'd forgotten. I think I'd seen it.
We've overlooked because I mean, I used to watch a lot of Nicole State. I don't necessarily keep up to date with a lot of what she does, but she was definitely one of the first ones.
Well, she seems to be quite on.
Yeah. And she's very on to all of this, making sure you look at what's going on behind the scenes, behind the figures, not necessarily just like what your sales are doing.
Well, I'll tell you what, guys, I will make a little video about that and to show how you change it and everything, because I'm planning on doing it. There are already other videos out there that people have done years ago, like I said, New York taxi driver, like Hubcap Joey's like a really good YouTuber from eBay for a long time. Rockstar Flipper has done it, definitely Nicole State's done it, but I want to do it. If you scroll down, Seller Hub, it's manage my shop is what you need to look for Heather. The other thing, guys, using promotions. Again, if you're paying for an eBay shop, one of the benefits of an eBay shop is promotions. If you're finding stuff's not selling, and again, this is something that I actually did hear from a Nicole State video ages ago, and it's the power of working on increasing your average basket size. Like most of my sales are one item, aren't they? Like 99.9% of my sales are one item, and if I could increase that just a little bit to get more, it could really change how the year looks. And so promote multi-buys however you do it, whether that's offering combined shipping or free shipping for multiple, or what I'm doing at the moment is I'm trying to run like a little what's it called, what am I trying to run, a promotion where if you buy 2 items you save 20%. I'm not into this for much money now. The stuff that we're selling is really high. It's all profit now. Any RC stuff we sell. So there we go. Oh, Alia has super chatted £5. Thank you. Z, Street Fighter 30th collection is coming out in May with Alpha 3 online. Our prayers have been answered. Oh, wow. Epic super chat. And Alpha 3 online. That is so exciting.
Yeah.
That is so cool. Alpha.
The thing is, the girls really like it as well, don't they?
They love Street Fighter. My older daughter is mad about Vega. Like, she's just all about Vega, isn't it? And Zara loves like Chun-Li, and that's it. But
yeah.
Alfie can't get comfortable here. He's getting all bouncy since his Get Fit campaign started, says Andy Robinson. We've not really been doing much Get Fit.
No, only just walking this guy.
Just walking the Doge, and that's it.
Yeah. Saying that, in February, we really do need to start. Like, I think it's the actual official moonwalk training plan starts from the 18th of February.
18th of Feb, and the theme is Western. I got Nick to check for an email. He didn't.
Did he not?
No,
get it?
I've not found one.
I might just forward on my one then.
Yeah, just say. Marigold Blue says hello from me. Must say your hair looks good. Thank you.
It's starting to grow back.
I like reading out hair what are they called, hair-based compliments. So I'm all for that. Yeah, I'm all for that. So yeah, do the 2-for-1s. I'm pretty excited to be trying out, and also doing things like what else? Doing things like, you can do promoted listings as well, where so promotions are different from promoted listings.
Yeah, I
think I'll make a little video about promotions, promoted listings, and things like that, because it can be very confusing sometimes. Right, Alfie read that. I would like a video on promotions. I have been hesitant, says Resell Flips and T-shirt tips. Okay, I'm sure I can do that. I want to. I don't offer free shipping, but if people buy 2 items at 10 or more, they get free postage. All items under 2 kg, says Karen. That's fantastic. Do auction war episode between Z and Nick. There's LGG. Hi LGG. I don't want to go up against Nick for an auction war because he's mega competitive and
and without doubt he would win.
Yeah, he'd just go.
he would just
win. Destroy us. Like Nick and Andrew would just be like, they'd be ramming stock in places the car didn't know it had. It's just it's like they are definitely they do love their stock and sourcing on another level. Right. Andrea says, same here, haven't been walking as regularly and need to up the miles. Yes, we do. We need to actually arrange to get together and do our first training as well.
We do. Good. Which I think you spoke to Nick the other evening about, so hopefully. Oh,
I've got to mention this. Another tip. This like, I'm not giving these tips as like, oh yeah, I know these work. These have been shared with me. I've not even implemented some of these. Nick says competitive. What? Andrew says Nick wins everything. Annoying. Oh yeah, he's annoying.
Nick is really competitive.
Yeah, he'd just go out and just make sure he won. He'd make sure. This is what I love about the community and about making videos, right? This is amazing. For me, this is huge. This is like something I'm definitely gonna implement. I've talked to you about this.
Have you?
Yes.
I'm looking at you like really emptily because I'm like, have you spoken to me?
Yeah, because it's probably one of those occasions where I've talked to you and you've pretended to listen.
No.
Yeah, okay, you do that all the time.
We'll go for it then.
Exactly.
I'll see if I remember.
All right. This is what I this is the thing that I think is like, important. Someone called Red Rocket Limited is like one of the someone who watches the channel sometimes and comments. Left an amazing comment on one of my other videos where I was talking about like the stock that I was selling, like the selling internationally, the RC stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
And again, some of you may or may not be aware of this, but if you've got a featured or anchor store, you can list 1,000 items on like on another eBay platform. Now I know we offer international like I know we offer international shipping, and if you offer international shipping via GSP or your own international shipping, you will appear on other eBay websites under international sellers. However, if you're selling something that there is competition on and other people are selling, you're going to be way down the list for that stuff, because all the local sellers will be shown first. And this guy Red Rocket, he mentioned, especially when I've got so much quantity of some of this stuff, so it doesn't necessarily apply for when you're selling singles. I'm talking about if you came across a job lot or a number of something and you wanted to make sure you had the most eyeballs on it. And there was an interesting fact that he mentioned. I don't know how accurate this is, but apparently eBay.com is the 9th most visited website on the internet. eBay.co.uk, which is where we list, is the 167th most visited site on the UK.
I'm just laughing at Nick's typo.
Oh my god.
We're not going to read it out, but that is the funniest typo I've ever read.
You heard it here, folks. You heard it here.
Wait until we speak to Tom later.
Yes, I want to know what Tom has to think about this. Oh, there goes Dave. Well,
okay.
So I would suggest, if you've got something that you think maybe, if you've got something like with a large quantity and you want more people to see it, you can actually directly go onto eBay.com and list again your item. So it means more work, it means duplicating your listing.
I mean, the unfortunate thing with us is we don't tend to keep our photos.
Yeah.
So when it comes to moving listings across, it won't be that straightforward. But going forward now, we can do it.
Yeah, we can look.
But it's, I mean, unless we want to sit and retake a bunch of photos, which I'm not sure either of us are really inclined to do.
Yeah, exactly. So it's something else to consider.
But definitely, it was such a great tip.
Well, I mean, you think about how many people are watching. Think about how many people are watching. eBay.com when they go to search for certain stuff.
Absolutely.
So it's definitely worth it. A lot of people mentioning that they have now screen grabbed a lot of screenshots, so this will be immortalized on the internet.
I wish I could.
In our little corner of the internet. We can screen grab it as well.
Can we?
Yeah, we can screen grab
we
it as
need
well.
to get that.
Hold on, I can use the snip tool, can't I? There's like a snip tool in here, isn't there? Snip. Yep, there you go. Snipping tool. There you go. And then
now we're going to find it. There we go.
And then there we go. And I can just snip that. Here we go. That is a classic.
Perfect.
Yeah, we have saved that.
We've saved that now,
for posterity. That is a classic typo. Nick has always been known for his typos, but I think he's outdone himself there.
With that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's a classic, really.
Karen's asking.
Andrea says, "I always suspected something." Andrea not helping the situation at all.
Okay, Karen's actually said, do you have to list on both then? So yes, to be able to come up higher.
Well, yeah, I mean, the idea is, if you're going to do it, you get 1,000 listings, okay? But the idea would be that you would then list, and you could then do specific shipping for the US. But eBay.com is huge, and a lot of people around the world search eBay.com for stuff, so it really does make sense to get yourself on there. And if you're paying for a shop, you get 1,000 of those listings. You're not going to list every item there. You don't have to list every item, but say, for example, you come across something you've got a large number of and you think it could be popular over there as well, or you just want more eyeballs. Even people from Europe are going to be going on eBay.com. So as long as you offer shipping in Europe, people all over the world will use eBay.com. If you want to risk shipping to South America, I would. It doesn't bother me. I've shipped to South America before. A lot of South American buyers are going to be using eBay.com to search for things. Nick Nick says Tom is a great friend, but I have to draw the line somewhere. Oh gosh, I mean, I think we're gonna have to rename this like a Friends episode, the one where. You know, like we should rename the title, like the one
Nick
where
kills TYPO.
Yeah. Dave mentions that's been carefully timed. Oh gosh.
Dear. Right, should we just pop back into the chat? And,
Yes. Yeah.
See if we've missed any.
Is
questions.
Alfie snoring? Yes, Ray. He is snoring.
He is, sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. It's just he. Oh god, Ray says safe for posteriority.
Oh, okay.
That's good.
Karen's just asking. You've confused me. Featured shop. Could you do a video on how to do it?
I could. Yeah, I could do a video.
Yeah, you can do, can't you?
Yes, I could do a video. And I will see. I mean, I've not done it myself yet, Karen. So I'm like with you on this. This is just a really good information. It's just
you can do a test one.
It's brought it to my attention. Basically, you would list it on the US website because you're registered on eBay.co.uk. You can just go to eBay.com and you will be able to list on eBay.com. That's the idea. So I'll try it and record it and get a listing up there.
I mean, the ones I'm tempted to kind of try it on are the ones that we've got like the bigger numbers of. Yeah. And then moving those across. Yeah.
Nick says sorry to derail things. Still giggling. No need to be sorry. This, like I said, this is going to be the one where Nick typoed. This is amazing. Natalie says, would you offer it mainly clothing? If I'm honest, no, I wouldn't, Natalie. Unless it was a very expensive item that you wanted to get eyeballs on. No. I'm saying that to this listing on eBay.com, I would only do if you had a multiple quantity listing. Yeah. And you wanted more eyeballs on that listing, and you were willing to ship all over the world.
Because with the RC parts, what we've noticed a lot of our buyers are international buyers with it.
So it makes sense for us to be on eBay.com. Yeah, that's how it was explained by Red Rocket Limited. So shout outs to him. That's how he explained it. Was that if a lot of your buyers are international, if you're finding you're selling something that is international,
so just make sure it's suitable for what you're selling.
Yes, I wouldn't say it's for everything. Yeah.
So if you think you've got something that mainly international buyers buy, then it may be worth doing.
Okay, right, guys. It is now 1 minute past 8. I actually we went on a bit late, didn't we?
Keep going for about another 10 minutes. We'll make it to the hour.
Did we start that late?
Yeah, we started 10 minutes late. Yeah, we did.
Ray asks, Zahir, have you or Nick tried a Facebook live video? Oh, there are some new features now, including screen share, etc. We have used it in the past, and
we have.
Yeah. I mean, it's something I'd like to use because it's convenient, isn't it? You can just go onto the group.
We did it mainly in the chat chat.
Yeah,
actually.
We've done it in the chat chat a couple of times, but not massively. No, not. Yeah, I might actually do a few Facebook live vids. It's not a bad idea. It makes sense because then you've got instant access to the group and things like that, because obviously we can go into the chat group and just start up there. I don't know where the donkey thing has come from.
No.
Yeah. My hubby is snoring too. I have it in stereo, says Indie Chick. Natalie Resell says, can I ask a question on the topic of international postage? So I'm thinking of offering it via non-GSP. However, I'm predominantly clothing, so would worry about the returns. Natalie, this is really interesting. We've been shipping tons and tons of stuff internationally, right? And we've really not had any issues. We, out of all the stuff we've sold, we've just had
our first one, haven't we?
Item not received case. And that was a tracked Royal Mail item, and that they're saying it's not received. And guess what? When you go onto it was to Italy. When you go onto the Italian website to follow the tracking in Italy, it does say it's still in transit, so it could still turn up. It could just be delayed.
He's going. Yeah. Well, we've said wait till Monday. Yeah. If it doesn't arrive by then we'll have a look. A refund.
So I would
but considering it was shipped to the start of January, I can't see that it would have taken that long.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. Indie chick clarifying, and so is falling on a bruise. I'm just allowing the comments. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I would suggest that. I mean, I don't know what it's like with clothes, but I would have thought we would have had a few with the parts because it's a technical kind of item, and people can get them and be like, I didn't fit or it broke or da da da. You know, touch wood, we've been really happy. It's shipping internationally. We've not had any issues that we can say. Even that one return is a minor compared to the number of sales, so it's not gonna stop us. Okay, will the real bum crack liquors? Okay, Karen, I like watching on YouTube, plus I can watch replay, says Resell Flips. Oh, okay. Tom's not saying much, says Lady Lolly. Is Tom in the Tom's not in the chat? No, doesn't he? Poor Tom.
Yeah,
he doesn't. The funny thing about this is Tom's unaware of this.
Messages or, you know.
I think
he's going to be like, what?
Do you know what would be really funny? How many of you guys are going to message Tom and ask him what it was like?
Oh, no, don't do that. Don't give people ideas.
No, that would be terrible.
That would actually.
And Nick says, we had an international track item claimed for. They simply never picked it up from the post office. So irritating. Got it back and sold it again. Yeah, I mean, that could have happened.
That might be the thing. We might end up with this particular part back. Because it might be sat in a post office somewhere.
So yeah, it could be. Yeah.
I don't know.
You know, you've got to take. You know, when you're doing this, you just have to accept that there are going to be a few like hiccups now and then. We have not really come across as many as we thought we might have come across since offering our own shipping. We've if anything, I think we're getting happier customers. Since not using.
I'd say it's probably particularly the type of stuff that we are selling and sending. The stuff we're sending is all large letter. It doesn't cost us a great deal.
Some of it's small parcel, but
very the largest thing is small parcel.
Polashek says, are you planning to use PayPal working capital once this one is paid? Yes, we are. We're actually down to like the last 300-400 quid now. We've paid it off very quickly compared to last time. But that's because we used it this time for stock. Last time we used it and it didn't end up a lot on stock. So it took,
some of it was. But
some of it was, but so it's been huge. Right. Tom's on practice mode, says Piro. What does that even mean? I don't even know.
I don't know.
Ours was Greece too. Okay. Chris says, Nick and Andrew, I had the same thing on a GameCube game. It went all the way to Greece, only not to be claimed, and theirs was Greece as well. We had that in China. We had a guy, but he didn't even open a claim. We had a guy buy like £100 CD player, not even claim, and it just got sent back to us from the post office, and so there was no case, there was nothing. We ended up selling it again. So kind of bad really, but it is,
I don't know why it ended up
he never got back. He hasn't opened a claim or anything. He just, that was it. What goes on tour stays on tour apart from
does PayPal charge a high percentage? We paid back at 30%, didn't we?
Yeah, we paid back at 30%. Yeah,
is that the highest that we can pay back?
Resell Flips asks, does PayPal charge a high percentage?
Oh, yeah, do you mean like
it's not an interest rate. Yeah, it's a fee. So
there is a fee.
So we borrowed, what was it, 5.5k in total, and out of that 5.5k, we then had to pay £465 as a fee. That was it. So that's all you pay. So you borrow 5.5, you pay £465, but that was on the agreement that you pay back at a rate of 30% of anything you sell. So they don't take a payment like a loan does.
No.
Like if you take out a bank loan, they charge you monthly APR. So the longer you take, the more interest you pay. With this, it's a fixed fee. So you borrow £5,000 or whatever, they'll say, okay, the fee is 500 quid only if you pay back at 30%. Sometimes, and when I say pay back at 30%, I mean every sale you make henceforth, they will take 30% straight away towards the working capital. You can have lower percentages all the way down to 10%. But that will limit how much you are allowed to borrow, but also it will limit also it will increase the fee. So it will mean you'll only be, if you go to like 10%, you'll be able to borrow less and your fee will be higher. So we went for 30% because we borrowed a lot and our fee was only 460 quid, which is pretty good. I was happy. So yeah. Right. How's the marathon training going? Are you ready, Z? Asked earlier. No.
We are not ready.
No, we're not ready.
We'll get there.
Yeah, apparently we'll get there. Did you hear that earlier? We'll get there.
We will get there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get there. That's
I know how this works. We didn't start out when I did it. Was it 2016? Yeah, we started our training like February, and we were fine when we actually walked in May. So yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely, we'll follow the training plan as it should, and work up the miles through the training plan, and that'll be it.
Yeah. Right. Fee goes up, longer you take to pay back, I think, says Joan Glenn Martin. Yeah, the fee is a fixed fee, but the amount that you pay, the size of the fee goes up depending on what percentage of your sales you agree to pay back. So if you pay back 30%, it's better. But yeah, Nick says we need to ramp up the walking, definitely.
We do.
Guys, it's 10 minutes past 8. We need to get out and do a walk.
Yeah, we need to.
Oh yeah, Heather says got to go and sort supper. Yep, great chat.
Yeah, we need to run as well because this one's late for his walk.
Yeah, what colour bra are you hoping for, Z and Nick? I don't know. Pete. I don't know. Fab chat says Indie Chick. Thank you, guys. If you enjoyed the chat, smash the like button. Leave as many comments as you can. Really appreciate all the thumbs ups and all the comments. So please do that for us. We appreciate it. And we're gonna now get out and walk the Doge.
Yes.
And yes, hashtag licking thumbs up. Loving it. Sorry, does that mean we won't get more?
I don't know. Okay. We should be alright. It's not been that bad.
We'll live.
Yeah, I think we've said worse stuff. If I'm honest.
Says you'll have buns of steel after that walking. Guys, thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.